What causes ocean acidification? Ocean acidification is caused by the uptake of carbon dioxide, CO2, from the atmosphere. The main reason for the excess of CO2 is because of human actions. According to the NOAA, National Ocean and Atmosphere Administration, CO2 in the air has seeped into the ocean waters and boosted the amount of acid by 30%.
What does it affect? The increasing of acidification is causing marine organisms that build their shells and skeletons from calcium carbonate to start dissolving. This causes the organisms to spend extra energy in repairing or thickening their damaged shells. Even marine animals that do not create calcium carbonate shells and skeletons may be threatened. For example, squid are the fastest invertebrate in the ocean, and they require high levels of oxygen for their high energy swimming. The increase of acidic oceans interfere with the acidity of the squid's blood and the amount of oxygen it can carry at a time.
The 3 methods to help: first is to grow sea plants. Second, quit using fossil fuels and use renewable energy. Third, reduce plastic and recycle.
Our first method is to grow sea plants. There are many plants that can help reduce ocean acidification. The one we'll be talking about is eelgrass. Eelgrass helps ocean acidification by dissolving carbon dioxide and bicarbonate through photosynthesis. And these two pictures show photos of eelgrass in the ocean.
Our second method is to quit using fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are mostly released through burning energy from vehicles and factories. Some ways to help: rely more on public transportation, having stronger rules on CO2 emission from industries, and use renewable energy.
One of our ways to help reduce the use of fossil fuels was to use renewable energy. And renewable energy makes the use of the natural resources we have so we do not have to cause harm to the world around us. More development has been made to improve renewable energy for us to use. The easier the access, the more likely people will have the chance of using it so the ocean can eventually return back to its normal state. For example, some renewable energies include solar panels, windmills, and hydroelectricity, and here are a picture of each of our examples.
Also, reduce plastic. A lot of plastic components can be found in the ocean. They can break down into smaller pieces or leak dangerous chemicals in the ocean. The best ways to fix this problem is to reduce the use of plastic, use more environmental friendly things such as paper, cotton, metal, and glass, and start recycling.
One of our ways to quit using plastic was to recycle. And if the waste doesn't end up in a landfill, it normally ends up in the ocean. The waste is very toxic to the ocean and causes many problems to the plants and all the organisms inside. Try to manage where your waste goes so it doesn't end up in a landfill or in the ocean. Besides recycling waste, you can use composting. Organic waste can also be an option in this case. This reduces the amount of methane and CO2 in landfills and in the ocean.
To conclude, we feel that planting seagrass and reducing the use of plastic and reducing the use of fossil fuels will help ocean acidification because these methods would help reduce the production of CO2.
And this is our works cited in our sources. 15 seconds. Do you know a way that we could short or make it longer?